Well, hello there, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for January 1st, rather Saturday, January 1st, 2022, as we begin the new calendar year, so the new year in general. So I do want to thank you so much for joining me, but I also want to remind you, as always, general daily read for all 12 signs for the collective. So just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't, all right? But we're going to begin by pulling the overall focus / energy for the day. If I could pick it up, it's a big deck. From the Spirit of the Animals Oracle deck, which I just repurchased. So let's aim on down and pull some cards. So let's do some initial shuffling so we can pull the overall energy for the reading. For my beautiful collective, for my beautiful souls, excuse me, for Saturday, January 1st, 2022. It's going to take some time to get used to saying 2022. We have two coming out. We have Polar Bear Mystic and Pronghorn Action. So there's a focus on action and mystic throughout this day. A mystical beginning to the year takes place as you're pushed to take an immense amount of action towards what you deserve, what you desire, in a simplistic, productive manner, to remember your balance and your inner truth, your inner peace, as you begin this new fresh start, as we call 2022. Allow yourself, oh, this is dramatic, allow yourself to stay true to who you are, who you're becoming, and don't derail from the path that you call your own. Okay. So with those two out, let's pull one tarot card for each quarter of the day. Struggle. Let's try that again. I'm being drawn to, on this polar bear card, the Mystic card, know that challenges make you stronger. And that's something that you will be pushed to remember throughout this Saturday. Okay. I'm going to keep that in reverse. What else do we have for Saturday to keep it coming? Wow, weird wording. You may feel a little bit awkward to begin the day for whatever reason. I just heard energy, energy, energy. There's energy in the air that's affecting the collective, to say the least, to begin this Saturday. All right. 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Don't expect the worst. Don't focus on the worst. Allow yourself to expect the best as you manifest into this new year. Allow yourself to hop into this fresh start with the most optimistic attitude in order to expect and manifest exactly what's meant to transpire. A happy beginning, a happy start, a successful path for you and your loved ones as you succeed in ways that almost surprise you as an individual, as a soul. Okay? The Tower in reverse. It's not over, yeah. I mean, it's a little frustrating, it's a little difficult, it's not perfect, but why does it get to you so much at the beginning of this day? Why does the Saturday begin and it irritates you more than you would expect? There's a missing piece of the puzzle of this situation, and you expect for that to improve things entirely, but there's still something irritating. There's still something difficult about where you're at, what you're wrapped up with. It could be a job, it could be a living situation, it could be something even more minuscule as, well, bad wording, smaller, like a relationship, a connection, but it just feels more like a location. Allow this lack of a tower moment that you do desire moving forward to teach you something, to inspire you to grow and to learn within a situation that isn't perfect, that isn't ideal, it isn't meant to be ideal. You know, if everything was perfect along the way to the success that you deserve, you wouldn't learn as much or gain as much along that path. Okay, we're going to clarify each one. There's a huge focus on the fact that you're manifesting. I think that's why the Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. It feels like certain energies or a situation, once again, maybe even the feeling in the air to begin this Saturday is not what we each expect. And it's not the most pleasant feeling, but I feel as if the day will transpire into more of a positive feeling. Okay. It's going to take a lot of strength to expect the best in the future of the situation, understanding that it's not meant to end just yet. Okay. King of Swords and the Four of Swords. And so it needs to sort of take a step back before reacting, before letting it get the best of you. I need to sort of get your rest all the meanwhile in the beginning of the day. Don't try to jump out of bed and start things right off the bat. Allow for this to be a day where you ease yourself into your obligations, into what you need to do. Maybe that means waking up a little bit earlier if you have a timed or scheduled beginning to the day, right? If you don't, then just allow yourself to progressively move towards what you need to accomplish in a non-stressful manner, right? But with the King of Wands, sorry, the King of Swords, I said that for a reason. There's a need to start things on a passionate note, but there's also a need to utilize what you've learned, what you've gained over time in similar situations, or even other kinds of situations to make the best out of this, okay? It just feels like you're ready for something new. Death. As much as it can drain you, excuse me, allow for this draining to be a reminder that you're not where you're meant to be in the long run. A reminder that everything will continue to change and evolve, and that's a beautiful thing. It feels like a very sort of whirlwind kind of part of the day as you make your way to wrap up the first half. Feeling as if things just could be a lot easier, could be a lot more simplistic, as certain obstacles do pop up here and there, but it's a reminder that you can find magic, you can find simplicity and beauty within irritations, within a situation, once again, that isn't ideal. It just feels like people will not fully get what you're going through, or will just tell you to kind of, suck it up, or just get through it, you make the best out of it, and you just kind of looking within to figure out how to do just that, but being like, well, obviously I'm trying, right? And things just get very real in the second quarter of the day. Being side by side with this Mystic card, I feel like that first line is definitely pertaining to this Death card. Know that the challenges that you go through make you stronger. It's a vibe in the second quarter of the day where what doesn't kill you will just make you stronger in the end of the day, at the end of the day. And you can hear how I'm getting a little bit nervous, and it could be your spiritual connection, or it could just be energy in general, or certain frustrations getting the best of you. Um, as I can't sort of get these messages out fully. We have the Five of Cups again, 5-5. All right, I instantly think of change, uh, things needing to evolve and grow. That's what 5-5 means to me. You could look up the angel number meaning and find another meaning for you. But there's something about this part of the day where it's going to be very difficult to expect the best, but to have faith when you face adversity, as I'm drawn to that line. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay? You carry the shaman within, my friend. Six of Cups, it's going to remind you of past situations, or you're going to be reminded of the past to remind you that you are not at the worst along your path, in your situation. You've dealt with worse. You've been in a similar situation that was 10 times worse than where you're at. And it's to help you sort of regain a level of perspective, to remember that if you got through that, you can get through this, okay? And it may be feeling just a lot different because of where you're at in your individual path or in your individual growth and transformation. But therefore, it should feel a little bit easier to be like, okay, well, with that reminder, I can do this, all right? And a reminder that you will get your wish fulfillment in your level of justice moving forward. Hang in there. Moving on to the second half of the day, we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. I just heard this is different. This isn't pertaining to this first half of the day. Let's be real. When you need to leave, you need to leave. When things need to change, they need to change. Who and what you leave behind, almost irrelevant at that point. Yeah, you can feel bad. Yeah, you can think twice and even consider them along the way, but you need to put yourself first. Being aligned with the Tower card in reverse, it just reminds you that, yeah, that situation isn't ideal, but it feels like there's honestly another situation where you know you're going to have to reject somebody coming back from the past, or you're going to have to reject somebody who you've been dealing with, or just up and reject a job. It's going to differ from case to case, from beautiful soul to a beautiful soul. But you're going to need to allow yourself to remember what's right for you isn't always going to be perfect or correct or right in the eyes of others. Okay? Your justice is prime priority at this time. With the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands, it just feels as if you are quite burnt out at this point in the day, a lot on your shoulders, a lot to carry, feeling like, well, damn, this is quite a heavy start to the year. But it's purposeful. It's to prepare you for things going uphill, okay? It's to prepare you to walk away from cups that no longer suit you, that no longer work for you. You know, to sit back on your throne with that King of Wands. And even though it may not have been a super passionate beginning to the day, it can be a beginning to the second half where your passion exudes into everything you produce or work towards. Okay? To remember that just because you're a bit of a wounded warrior at this point in the day doesn't mean you give up, and it doesn't mean you fall back into situations that were once not healthy or could just uh, make you trip along your path as you try to move forward in a confident manner. Okay? We're moving on to the last quarter of the day where we have the Ace of Cups. Abundance flows in. You can't help but view your situation as abundant. Being aligned with the Death card, it's like, yeah, things come to an end. Yeah, things begin, and it feels a bit rocky, a bit uncertain. And I feel a bit shaky at this point, but for whatever reason, I feel super abundant. There's a huge focus on a fresh start, an abundant fresh start that you need, you deserve, and you owe to yourself at this point with all you've been through. Ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, you name it, okay? They keep drawing me to this justice card. It will be yours, but you need to allow for yourself to embark upon a fresh start that feels right for you, even if it doesn't feel 100% certain. It feels right to you in your gut, you know, within your soul. And allow for that to bring you more abundance as you move forward, okay? Because thinking back, they're going to push you even once again to remember this and that at the end of the day or towards it. To remember, if you never sort of left this behind to embark upon this, you would have regretted it, or it wouldn't have allowed you to make your way to this situation. To remember, basically, in this fourth quarter of the day, everything happens for a reason, from one situation to the next. Being side by side with this action card, I need to take action towards what you deserve, towards what's going to make your life more abundant, not what's going to make someone else's life more abundant, right? And of course, you know, give back and do what's, you know, help others along the way, but you need to be a little bit selfish in the sense of, I'm doing this for me, right? And for some of you, it's secondary. I'm doing this for my kids or my loved ones or just the people that matter to me most. But how do you sort of expect to fill other cups from an empty cup? That will definitely come through in the second quarter. Sorry, the second half of the day, this fourth quarter. Definitely a very spiritually connected part of the day where you're pushed to prioritize your happiness, right? The Sun card definitely speaks upon completion, and it's a part of the day where you're reminded to move towards your happiness. Completion is a must. To move towards your abundance, completion is a must. To move towards what you deserve, you need to not feel bad for doing what's right for you. At the end of the day, you're being pushed to take action, to prepare to take action. Doesn't mean it's happening in this last quarter of the day, but just don't feel bad for doing what's right for you, as now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen sense will lead you to success. Absolutely beautiful. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing beginning to the year and Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.